What's up, guys? Call me Damu. So, I was watching one of my friends on YouTube just streaming they're playing online with another friend of just Mario Tennis Aces, and it was a fun match. It was a fun like stream to watch because like it was just pretty much an hour of them just going back and forth. But something that was I was kind of catching on was that there were a lot of mistakes that the host Scooter was making. So I figured no one really asked for this, but I was gonna try anyway. That I'll just go back into through the video and just highlight some of the key points that he repeatedly keeps making mistakes on. Because the thing is, Mario Tennis Aces is such a fantastic, well-tuned game, and all it does is just that it uses the mechanics from Mario Tennis 64 back in like the 90s and just refines it into a fantastic Switch game. And a lot of the mistakes that he was doing was just because he didn't have a good practice of the mechanics that he was supposed to be using. So I just want to highlight those kind of different, like those mistakes that he's been making, just to enforce why it's happening and what he can do to become a better player. Because the last thing I want to see is someone to like because he's been sucking so much in his matches and never pick up this game again. So that's what I just want to accomplish from here. Now I'm not gonna go through the entire stream because it's an hour long, but I got like some parts of the matches that I've looked ahead and I picked out what I want to like focus on. So let me hop right in there. All right, so here we are. I think we're on a love 30 with Peach serving and Scooter's the Toad right here. Actually, let me make sure my pen's working. Yep, there we go. That's working. So I made sure I got an overlay on my video here just so I can draw out some things on how you look on here. So I know that this is like the very start of the match because I think these guys play to 6 games to win, so it goes on very long. And they just start with the night and they haven't played tennis in like freaking months, so that's just starting out. So, but what I want to just go over is just the general like way you play through tennis, like even if it's just like a regular tennis and how it goes into Mario Tennis Aces and how it goes like that. So you see Peach serving the ball right here. So what's going to happen is that let me make sure my play controls are going still. So Peach is going to serve the ball. You receive it, and then immediately you lift with this whole top view of where the playfield's going to be. Now in singles tennis, you're responsible if the ball lands in this entire rectangle in the court. These sides don't mean anything, that's only for doubles, but you're only responsible for everything that's inside here if the ball lands in here. First bounce is okay, second bounce is not okay. So, once the serve comes through, you receive the serve, you give it back to Peach. Let me fix up the arrows. So you receive the serve, you give it back to Peach, and then as soon as you receive the serve, you want to go back into the most opportune part of the field so that wherever Peach puts the ball back, you are at the best opportune place to return the ball or catch her mistake, and then be at a prime opportunity to like pretty much smack the ball back in her face as an example. So, but like I'm just saying this generally, but like my strategy is that as soon as you receive, go right into the middle of your rectangle. Like this is your responsible rectangle. Go right into the middle. Especially Toad is a speedy character. He's a very fast character, so he has no problem going right into the middle. And when you're in the middle of a rectangle, you are at the shortest distance of anywhere else. Like, if you think that you're just gonna, like, after you recede, you're gonna sit right here, you're not gonna really go anywhere. Well, you can go, like, in here, but it's very difficult, even as a speed character, to cross to the other side of the court if Peach decides to hit it this way, which you don't want to do. So, that's just my general rule. After serving, go to the middle. So let's see what Scooter does. I'm not sure if he does that here, because I think there was a glaring mistake that I saw on this one. So, like, he kind of, like, he doesn't really go in the middle. He watches Peach, but he stays, like, on this bottom line. Not even on the line here. He stays in the corner. Let me fix that. So, like, he stays, like, right down here, probably waiting for Peach to serve. So, it's a good thing Peach was nice and just gave it right back to Toad, so he didn't have to move anywhere. But this is not the opportune position I would have done. That's all I'll say. But let's watch through and see what else happens. Okay, so, alright, so I think there's 2 mistakes. Let me go through here. Okay, so there was like one mistake. So let me back this up a bit.
With the rest.
Oop, I think I went too far. Hold on a sec. There we go. I'm back here. So let's see. Like Toad's gonna receive the ball right now. So with Peach in the corner, right over here, let's see what Toad's gonna do. Once I fix this, lob shot. So Toad just did a lob shot to the right of Peach while she's still on the same line. Now, Peach is not even anywhere close to the net, so the lob shot is just going to go like, well, she just has to move a little bit over here. But the lob shot just pretty much goes just right an opportune time for Peach to just smack the ball right down right down the field. Which is what happened. So you just pretty much gave Peach the opportune time to increase the ball speed, and that puts pressure on you. So I wouldn't do lob shots willy-nilly unless you clearly see that Peach is here, or like pretty much hugging this net like she's going to take it on a date. But if she's back here, the lob shot's not going to work out. That's just going to hurt you more later on. Oh, this was a little unfortunate, what happened here. I don't want to back up too far here, if I can frame. Okay, so right here, Peach, I think this is the second time that she's receiving the shot, but Peach is now doing this smash onto the ball, and Toad's roughly in the middle right here, but you can kind of tell from the angle that it's going to be heading down this way, but the way Toad reacts...
Fuck.
So, you can clearly hear from Squirt that he clearly made a mistake. But yeah, he started charging right here when the ball was clearly going the other way. Now, with speed characters, unless you clearly see that the ball is going straight towards you, I never charge up the shot. I always be ready to run to the ball as soon as I can, instead of just preemptively thinking that the ball's going to come straight to you nice and easy. Be ready to run to wherever the ball is going to be, wherever you think it is. And there's some key things to hear in your sounds to tell you ahead of time. Well, not tell you ahead of time, but like tell you as quickly as possible where you think the ball's going to be. That loud swack sound means that wherever Peach is, she's hitting the ball hard and it's going to be coming down to like this part of the court. So just being anywhere within this line, making sure you run to it. Run to wherever you hear the ball and when you see the ball going before you start doing any charges. That's a lot of things many players make with their mistakes in tennis, is charging the ball too early. And because what happens is that when you charge, you're sitting here the entire time, and then when you realize, oh wait, the ball's going this way, I can't make that shot, you need to cancel it with the L button, and that takes time, and then you need to run over and hopefully reach the ball in time. When in the end, you could have just, if the ball was coming this way, just run to it. Just run to the ball and hit it. You're a fast character, you can make it, so I wouldn't worry too much about charges. Okay, one other opportunity I want to point out that Scooter missed out on are just star shots in general. Now, with star shots, it's weird for a speed character, and by star shots, I mean like when Peach either messes up her shot or she does lob shot, you'll see a star on the ground. That shows you where the ball is. It's high in the air, but it's going to land right in a circle. So you have a clear place where you need to go to pretty much make your proper star shot. Now, now Toad does go to the star shot, but the shot that he does is not what I would recommend. So I'll just show you. So you see how the ball trail is red, like right here. It's as red as my arrow, which is just right there. But yeah, it's a red ball trail, which means that Scooter has intentionally used a topspin. So the topspin is the, I believe that's the, if you look on the controller, X, Y, A, B. The topspin is the A button. So you use the A button for your star shot, which for any character I don't recommend doing that for your zone shot, because there's pretty much no added benefit to it. The topspin is more meant for driving a lot of top speed onto the ball, but that only comes from power characters, and Toad is not power. So top spins, even if it's just like a star shot, are not going to be beneficial for him. Maybe the if you use the B button, slices would have worked out. But anytime when you have a star shot, press the Y button. Let me reiterate that. So star shot, regardless of the character, press the Y button. That will give you the Y button is the smash trail, which is the purple trail, and that will lead you into not only a path that dunks down onto the target, but it goes really, really fast. The top spin does go fast, but the Y button on the star shot goes so much faster. That'll put so much pressure on here. In fact, with the top spin, even you can see Peach is clearly charging up a shot because that ball did not land on her fast at all. So that was just one glaring mistake that I saw that Toad did, and it's just pointed out.
What does that sound?
Okay, so also another thing I want to point out that is kind of the Peach's weakness that you should pay attention more to. So you see right here. So Peach was standing here charging the shot. She was standing in this one spot, charging shot. But you hit the ball over here. With Peach over here, she moves very, very slowly. She can't really move across the field at all when she's charging a shot. But you shot the ball far away, which is good. And the thing is that Peach never canceled the shot. So what she has to do is to lunge over to get it. Now, lunging is different in Mario Tennis, but in Mario Tennis Aces, lunges are... because you can see right down here. Lunge equals bad. You never want to lunge in Mario Tennis Aces unless you don't want to lose the point. Especially in this case when then Peach didn't have to charge up a shot right here. She could have just run to the ball and then done a shot right here. But this lunge, actually, you cannot do a lunge in Mario Tennis Aces intentionally. Lunges are made from mistakes, and that mistake was by charging the shot right here, but the ball is too far away. When you start a charge, you press any of the face buttons, whatever it is, Y, X. Well, I don't think X is really a thing. It's really Y, A, or B. When you first press the Y, A, B button, when the ball's not even close to you, you start charging the shot. Wherever you are, you stay there and you charge your shot. And then you press the button again when the ball's right next to you to do the shot. But the thing is that if the ball is too far away when you're charging the shot, it doesn't care about which input you did or which shot you want to do. You will always lunge. That is the penalty or the punishment for charging a shot to a ball that's nowhere close to you. So and then you can clearly see as Toad that Peach has lunged, so she is gonna return the ball with absolutely no power to it. It's this yellow. It's like this very faint yellow trail right here. So this is a free ball, and it's a little hard to tell. You start moving back over here, you expect Peach to like do a power shot across the field, and you want to be prepared for that. But this was the opportunity that you should have went up to the middle to be ready in case Peach messes up, so that way you can do a more powerful shot on your own. But that's something to watch out for, is when Peach lunges, that means she messed up, and you need to get over to the ball and whack it back in her face, or do a drop shot over here, or do a power lob shot over there, if you have the time to do it. I mean, you're Toad, you're a fast character, you can probably make it quick enough to do that. Alright, here's a part of the video where I want to re-emphasize Toad's positioning, like where he was just hugging the line. So just pay attention to where Toad is while he's playing this rally. So you see what happened here. If I can back up just a little bit, it was like 32. So the entire time throughout this rally, Toad is hogging this line right here. Like, he's responsible for this entire court, but he's just staying all the way back here, worried that muscle-bound Peach is going to serve the ball all the time back over here. But here's the thing. If Peach messes up her shot, that lunge that she did that I told you about, which I think she's going to do right now, that shot has no power. There is no way that this ball is going to, and on its first bounce, it's never going to land anywhere in here. It's going to land either in this rectangle. If it's lucky, it's on the line. More likely, it's going to either be in this rectangle or it's going to hit the net, which it does not do in it. Well, it doesn't hit the net in this case, so you don't get a free point. So you got to work a little bit for this one. So it lands within this rectangle, but you're all the way back over here charging to get your shot because you decided to hog up this line because you were scared of Peach. Let's be honest, you didn't really have any other plan about this. As I said in the beginning, you want to be in the middle so that way you are ready to like smack the ball back immediately when Peach is still in. Well, she's just out of cooldown right now. But by the time that if you were here, by the time that you hit this ball, Peach would have just been out of cooldown, and she would have been panicking, trying to get her controls back on, trying to figure out where you're going to hit the ball and then go back to it. But in the meantime, though, Peach has recovered. You're still trying to get your shot, and you missed your shot because you're too far away. Because the ball is in this rectangle right here, but you were hogging the line as if you were an archer like at target practice. You still be all the way in the back over here, not ready for this opportunity, and you charged up in the wrong opportunity. So now you did a crappy shot. Ooh. Now, thankfully, Peach catches it and does a trick shot so that way she can get back at it. But now you're Toad and you're trying to run over the catch over onto that place right there. But this is what I want to re-emphasize again. You should not, as a speed character especially, you should not be hogging this line the entire time. Like, keep a practical discipline when you're playing tennis as a speed character. Go somewhere on this court, wherever it's like up here or on this middle line, because you are fast. You can go over to that side. You are not like Fat Bowser who can't move anywhere, or like Big Gorilla Donkey Kong with low speed. You are fast as Nimble Toad who can move anywhere as long as you're ready to react to it, as well as with your trick shots. So there's no reason to be hogging the line when it's going to be costing you opportunities when Peach comes in, and you're just going to screw up anyway because you're expecting to just do charge shots from back to back to back to back. That's not what tennis is. You are responsible for this entire rectangle, all three of these, not just the one back here. Okay, so at this point, this isn't going to be much of a critique, but this is just going to be an opportunity for anyone who's either new to tennis or specifically Mario Tennis Aces, just to, we're not really going to go step by step, but just any kind of opportune moments where I see a change in the way the pattern of the game looks and feels is. Like, how do you tell if someone's winning? Well, I'll stop by and see when I see an opportune moment just to show you. So we're starting out here with Toad serving the Peach. Now, in the standard mode, you have like these energy bars. If I can get my pen, you have two energy bars in the corners right here with the characters' faces on them. So you can clearly see that Peach has an overwhelming amount of potential she can do with their energy, whereas Toad has Jack and Squat. But this doesn't always mean that it's gonna be like just like this, because it's tennis. Tennis is going to be a rally between opposing forces that don't always have 100% strength, regardless of the amount of power on here. Because throughout this match, I don't even think Peach uses his energy except for some trick shots. So we're not going to worry too much about that, but let's go through just with the rally, what's going to be happening between these two, and how's that going to affect. So let's focus on specifically Toad's advantage. Does Toad have advantage over Peach or not? At the time, he does because he is serving the ball. Okay, so Toad didn't get a nice onto the ball right here, so that wasn't the best opportune time. Did get a good, which is still for good timing. And nice timings in Mario Tennis Aces specifically are difficult, especially if you're switching characters, because the timings are so different. But that just shows that after the serve comes in, Peach was able to stay where she was, charge a shot, and now she's got charged power shot coming into Toad. So now Peach technically has a slight advantage over Toad at this point. Okay, not too much of a problem for Toad because he didn't mess up his shot. He still managed to go to the ball, return it with a little bit of charge. So now Peach has to use a trick shot to recover based on poor positioning. Okay, but well, the Lob Shot wasn't too bad of an idea. It wasn't what I recommend because I made a whole thing about that where because Peach is still going to be in the back line over here, the Lob Shot's going to be a waste. Like either a proper slice or a drop shot probably would have fared better right here. But Peach will still have the advantage. Especially right now, Peach still charged it, and you heard from the clash of the racket, that was a power shot, so that had some power back there. And again, Peach was able to do a star shot within there that had some charge. Now, you can kind of tell that Toad reeled back a little bit from that shot. I'm going to go more in-depth into why this happens, but this is because Toad reacted with the wrong shot. He still got his drop shot out, but there's still a Star Shadow where Peach is rather close to be able to do the charge shot. I'm not sure if she makes this one, though. Yeah, she lunges this one, so it's not that bad, but that was, but even though you won the drop shot, you got it, but it caused Toad to reel back and lose some control, so now you gotta regain your footing. Thank God Toad's fast, so he should catch this ball. Yeah, with a trick shot, but he still caught it. Now, right here, Peach lunged up. I think she pressed the button too early, so she lunged again. That caused the ball to have poor planning on there. It's a little far from you, but you can make it with a trick shot. Ooh. Which you do, so... Oh, my video's cutting out. Hang on. Come on, video. Okay, I think the video cut out, but I think he did a trick shot to get back over there. Charge shot. Another charge. Oh, and... That was just another mistake on it. But that's just what I want to show you with how you monitor the flow of the tennis match and see who exactly is in the lead. Now, granted, any one missed shot can give a point, and that can lead more into victory. But if you're ever curious on who you think is going to earn that point instead of having a missed shot, that's how you tell. Alright, so one mechanic about Mario Tennis Aces that I want to emphasize on, because I don't even think this is talked about much in the story mode or the tutorials of the game, but this is just something that I want to talk on. So, we've got charge shot. So Peach, you can clearly see with the blue aura right here, she was doing a charge shot. She has opportune time with the ball coming straight towards her. She could do a charge shot. Now the thing with charge shots is that it's not only a regular shot of it could be either well there's 5 different shots, well technically 6, but you'll clearly see it's a star shot if you see the star, but there's no star in this case, so we can rule out the star shot. But there could be a charged topspin, which is red, a charged slice, which is blue, a smash shot, I think it is called. I keep calling it a star shot, but stars and smashes are kind of the same, but that's purple. And then there's a glitter pattern, and that kind of goes into 2 other kinds of shots, which is a charged lob and a charged drop shot. Now the lob goes way over the field all the way to the back, whereas the drop shot is just a dink, like a little dink, like a little disappointing thwack on the wall that just goes right onto just this part of the net right here. So those are the 5 or 6 types of charged shots that you could have when you're playing Mario's Tennis Aces. So Peach is doing shots. So let's just see what shot it's gonna be. It's a charged lob shot. So you can also tell by the sounds of it, it's different. So the lob shot went high and it went all the way into the back on the first bounce. Now the way that Toad reacts, let me back up a bit. Back here. So how do you deal? What exactly do you deal with charged lob shots, and how do you know that you deal with them? Well, I'm still figuring out myself what's the best way to deal with specific lob shots, because the thing is that you can't just press if you have the Y, X, A, and B buttons on your controller, you can't just press the Y button and win the game the entire time. And at the same time, you can't also press the X button and tilt down your controller to do drop shots and win the game every single time. These 2 moves themselves are cheap, but they're not how you win the game. The way that you respond to different charge shots is that you pick the corresponding counter to that shot. Now for this, there's a more obvious in-depth explanation I'll go to later on. Actually, I can just tell you right now. So, if you are going up against a charged topspin as Toad, you're receiving the ball, Peach is charged it, and say this was red, you respond with a slice. Now, it doesn't matter if the slice is charged. It just matters that Toad gets the ball and presses the B button for a slice. Cannot be a lunge. No lunges in this game. Lunges are bad. So, you need it. So, in this case, in this specific case, if this was red with the topspin, you respond with a slice. And instead, if it was a slice, blue, you respond with a topspin. Right? So easier than rock, paper, scissors. So if it was red, you respond with blue. If it's blue, you respond with red. That's how you go with it. Now, what exactly happens if you don't respond with the right shot? Let me show. So if you see Toad's now flat on... Oh, let me get his thing. So you see Toad's butt. That's a butt. On the sand. So let me... Sand. So Toad. Butt is on the sand because he responded with the wrong shot. Now, this is purple, so this is a purple smash shot. So you don't respond with a charged lob shot with a smash shot, because then Toad's butt will be on the sand. And when Toad's butt's on the sand, you cannot move, you cannot charge up a shot, you can't even taunt, you can't do anything, because you are staggered. And that is the consequence of picking the wrong shot. Now, in Mario Tennis Aces, it doesn't always explain to you how you do this. You only learn this through practice and experience, that you responded with the wrong shot. Granted, Toad did arrive at the ball when it was right here. So he did one thing right. He landed up. He was in the right place where the ball was. He didn't lunge for it, so he still had some opportunity to do the shot back, but he still responded with the wrong shot. No smashes on lob shots. So now you know, you don't respond with smashes on lob shots. And a little bit of a spoiler warning, but when you're facing up against a charged shot from a character, if it's anything but purple, you never... Well, I'm sorry, if it is anything else aside from purple, you never respond with purple. So purple versus purple Yeah, if I can draw a hand, a thumbs up. Good. So purple versus purple is good. So if it's not purple, do not purple. Simple logic, right? So if the ball coming in is not purple, let's see right here. Oh, this is a trick shot. So it's blue right now. So now this wasn't a charge shot exactly. This is more of a trick shot. But if this was a slice right here, Toad would have a very similar effect if he responds with the purple. I can guarantee that. I don't think it's gonna happen right here. Yeah, because it was with a charge. Trick shots are not charge shots. So this rule, I'm sorry, this rule doesn't really apply for trick shots. They are pen. Okay. So trick shots are a special case that we're not going to fall into here. But for charged shots that are not purple, do not respond with purple. That's probably the best advice I can give you right now. Very quickly, just want to highlight another case one more time just to make sure that it wasn't a fluke. But right now, you can see that... pen. So you can see Peach is charging another shot, and that shot is going to be... another charged lob shot. So when Toad comes down here in the proper position, because the ball's going to land somewhere around it's going to land somewhere around here. Oh, so now Toad is sliding off to the sides over here because he responded with this. He responded on not purple with the purple. So now the ball's going to go over here, and Toad's going to be in a much worse position with that stagger, especially if Peach puts the ball about here. Let's see.
And it's working.
Oh, even worse, it was over here, so you could, so maybe with the trick shot, you probably, or zone speed, but you were probably still in your stuck animation, so even that still didn't work. Yep, so just to make sure it wasn't a fluke, so that's the lesson to take away. If the charge shot is not purple, do not respond with purple. One other thing I want to touch up about some weird thing with Mario Tennis Aces specifically. I'm not sure if this is true with the GameCube or the 64 games, but let's look back at the controller. If I can get my pen, there we go, pen. So let's look back at the face of the right controller. So we got X, A, Y, and B. So I already said that there are 5 or 6 different types of shots that you can make, but we're gonna get my eraser. We're gonna get rid of X for now. We're only gonna focus on these 3 buttons and what they do, not individually but collectively. So when you're moving around as a character, like you get close to the ball, you press one of these buttons without pressing the button beforehand. Like, let me back this up. Hang on a sec. So let's say Toad just hit the ball. Peach is within direct line of it. The ball's not even in her court. She presses one of the buttons. She will start the charge. She will start her charging animation, and the shot that comes out when she presses the button again will be a charge shot. If the ball is, let me erase this. A couple things. So no charge shot happening. So if the ball is here, it's in her court and it's really close to her, and then she waits until the ball is here and then presses the buttons once, that's just a regular shot. That's just a regular either smash, topspin, or slice shot that you can do out of this within Mario Tennis Aces. As long as the ball is close enough, you only need to press one of these buttons once. And many times, you will have to decide on when you want to do a regular shot or charge shots. Charge shots are more beneficial because they increase your meter and you get more powerful benefits that comes out of it. Specifically, those benefits, let's go over the benefits on this sandy court because it makes a nice background. So if you press the A button for topspin, the charged topspin is red, and that charged topspin will go not blazingly fast. It depends on the character. If it's a power character, it'll be very fast, but that blazingly fast topspin for a red charge shot will cause Peach, if she responds poorly, either by poor would be a lunge or a wrong shot. So, like I mentioned before, if the path is red, you respond with blue. If it's blue, you respond with red. If she responds red with red, lunges, or does some other shot that it's also wrong, she will fly far back. She will go far back on a red charged topspin. So that's the benefit of a charge shot for a topspin specifically. If it is a... let's change up the color. If it's blue, if it's a blue slice, if Peach responds wrong with a lunge or a wrong shot, she will corkscrew. She will spin around in a circle. And something else I want to say is that the longer you charge your shot, the longer you sit here and you charge your shot, especially when in some cases where there's a horrible lunge and the ball just comes flying up in the air, it's a star shot, it's nice and pretty. And I should do this yellow. If it's a nice and pretty yellow shot from a poor lunge and you are told you are over here, you are sitting your charge for a very long time and you slice it, she responds wrong. If she actually hits the ball, she responds wrong. She will spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. And when she's spinning, yeah, she hit the ball and that ball's coming, but she cannot do anything while she's spinning. So that's the benefits of charging a shot, especially if you charge your shots longer. Now, I've said before, you don't want to charge your shot. No if far. What does this mean, Damu? This means don't charge your shot if the ball is over here. If the ball's right here, it's perfectly fine. You can charge your shot. I don't care what else you want to do with the shot. You can do a trick shot. You can do a zone shot. You can charge up your shot. You can even just hit the ball once if the ball's right here. If it's over here, you Toad walk over to the ball and hit it once with the Y, A, and B buttons. That's what you gotta do, just hit it once. You can do that with these buttons. Now, what button did I just skip over? The X button. This button. I don't like this button because it's a shortcut button. Let me write this in the top cell. So X is equal to shortcut. What am I talking about with a shortcut? Now, in Mario 64, Mario Tennis 64, you only had the B and A buttons, and I think you had Z, but that canceled shot, because Z canceled, so that doesn't count. That's not a shot. So scratch out Z. So you had B and A. I'm not sure if the C buttons did anything. I don't think they did. The R and L buttons certainly didn't do anything. But all you had was just the A and B buttons. But even in Mario Tennis 64, there was still 6 shots. You could do all 6 shots. The top spins, the slices, smashes, star shots, lobs, and drop shots. So how do you do it? Well, you still use... This is on the N64. N64. You still have the A and B buttons. But the way that you do, you know that pressing the A button does a top spin, B button does slice. So how do you do the other 4? Well, if you know star shot, you shoot when the ball's in a shot. So how do you do a smash? You press A and B together. Now, you press A and B together once if you want to hit the ball that's if the ball's far away and you want to do a smash shot, you run up to the ball and you press A and B once when you're right next to the ball. If the ball's coming right to you, you're in its path and you're waiting for it and you want to do a charged smash shot, you go to where you want to charge. You can stand where you are, and the ball's and the ball's like right here. It's definitely gonna come over here 100% with nothing that can stop you except for maybe a pipe in the way from a that's a plant. That's a plant, but don't worry about that. Maybe the plant's on the net, or maybe it does hit the net, and then you're like, oh frig, I messed up. Never mind. So it's clear. The ball's clearly coming to you. You're charging up. You press the A and B buttons to charge it, and then you press the A B buttons again to smash on the N64. This is exactly the same in Mario Tennis Aces. If you want, you can play the game with the Joy-Con, or even with an old N64 controller. Dare I say, you could possibly play with an NES controller, because all you need are the A and B buttons to do the 3 most important shots, which are top spin, slices, and smashes, because all you gotta do is either press this button, or press both buttons. That's it. Now for drop shots and lobs, this is a little tricky. But let's bring the X back. So the X, I said, is a shortcut. Why is it a shortcut? Because when the ball is even if the ball is in the well, I'm sorry. Even if you walked up to the ball and you want to do not all the time, even if you but well most of the time because sometimes it'll lunge. But if you walk up to the ball and you want to do a drop shot or a charge shot, you must charge the ball no matter what. This is because for a lob, you must charge with the A button and then you hit with the B button. So if the ball is coming straight to you, let's make sure that my colors are different. So Toad's charged. Let's say the ball's coming towards him with Toad right here. Toad's charging with the A button, and then he hits with the B button. It's not going to be a slice. I guarantee that it will be a lob shot. That's why this is a shortcut, because this button, the X button, will always lead to a charge. Even if you are intending to do a trick shot or you're trying to do like a quick lob or a quick drop shot, you never can because it will always do a charge. Let me get the charge back on for the lob with the blue color. So lob, you charge with the B button. So let's get rid of this. You're not charging with the A button if you want to do a lob shot. You charge with the B button, and then you hit with the A button. It's backwards. That's how you do a... hang on a sec, I'm sorry. This is a drop shot. This is a drop shot. Wrong name. This is a drop shot. So you charge with the B button, and then you hit the ball with the A button. That does a drop shot. All that the X button does is that it's a shortcut to this. So that way, all you gotta do is that if you want to do a lob, you flick the stick up and you press X. That will lead into you charging with the B button and hitting with the A button. Especially if the ball is too far away. Regardless if you want to move over, if you hit the X button, you will automatically begin charging, no matter what. And then if you want to do a drop shot, you do tilt down into the X stick. That's a shortcut for this. We're doing a drop shot. Charging with the B button and hitting with the A button. So this is not really explained too well. It makes you it gives you that kind of feeling that the controls are so perfect, you have everything assigned, but the thing is that tennis's controls are so simple that you don't need a complicated Xbox controller to get it done. All you need is an N64 controller with 2 buttons and a stick, an analog stick. You could play with the D-pad, but I highly suggest you don't, but if you really wanted to, you could. But this is why that it's important that you recognize that if you think that you're gonna do a quick charge, a quick drop shot or a quick lob shot, it better be quick, because you could do a very well, this is time. You can do like a charge that's only like a couple milliseconds, maybe a couple frames if you want to be like a kid who believes in frames are the value of time, which they're not. But if it's only a couple frames of charging that you want to do, if you're close enough to the ball and you want to do it, you wait, and then you want to do a quick drop shot or quick lob shot, you can definitely do that. You can pull it off, but you gotta be near that ball when you do that. You can't do that when the ball's too far away. Especially with a trick shot, it's tough to do. And actually, I didn't even mention this with the trick shots, but I mentioned this with lob shots and drop shots because it's the same mechanic. With a trick shot, you do left or right and the X button, or there's another shortcut in this game, the right analog stick. You tilt left, right, up, and down with the left. I'm sorry. You tilt up, left, right, and you double tap the X button, or you flick the stick wherever you want, and the stick direction will always be on the cardinals. It will never be diagonal. So, like, you think in diagonals, you can do that with the right stick. You cannot do that because trick shots are designed to be a lateral movement or a longitudinal movement. That's the only 2 possible ways you could do with the trick shot. If you're trying to do a trick shot that's diagonally far away, it's going to cost you, if you can see it better, it's going to cost you energy. If you're even close enough to the ball to be able to do it, it will cost substantial amount of energy if you're trying to do a trick shot diagonally far away. So what you need to do is that, say blue is walking, you walk, this may be too unrealistic, walking up unless the ball's lobbed, you're trying to do a trick shot, you need to walk over here, where this spot is right here, then do your trick shot. This is your trick. By flicking the right stick up. Because trick shots also require a charge before you do the actual shot. So, the big takeaway that I want to get from this is that when you charge... Red? Let's try red. When you charge, movement has a big, fat X. You cannot move very well when you're charging. And when you try to do a lob shot, or a drop shot, or a trick shot, even with your shortcut keys, you will always sit where you are and start your charge until the game thinks you are close enough to perform the action. And I've said this before, when you're too far away from the ball and you're charging, you cannot hit the ball if it's far behind you. Sometimes you can. If it's diagonally, you absolutely cannot. Maybe you could longitudinally hit with a trick shot if it's behind you. But once the ball is behind you, the game is going to stop the charge and attempt the shot. Even if it's too far away, it'll attempt it with a lunge, or it will attempt to do it with a trick shot, which will fail because you're too far away from the ball when you start charging, even though you were safe and you hit your shortcut key. So that's I think this is like a 15-minute rant on me just going on about failed trick shots and stuff like that. But that's my big takeaway about this. Move to where the ball is going to be, then do your advanced technique. I was looking at my clock and I realized I'm 40 minutes into the video already, so I'm about as long as the stream already, just critiquing Scooter's one game, even though it was a six-game match, so it was pretty long. I promise I'm gonna get off this match and move on to something else. But I want to illustrate that Peach right now is charging up a shot, so we're gonna see what kind of shot comes out. So once again, it's gonna be another charged lob shot. Now we know that responding with purple on a charged lob shot is bad, but let's see what happens anyway. This is red. This was a top... either my eyes are going bad and this is yellow and this was a lunge, which I don't think it was. But this is red that Toad has responded with. Okay, so charged lob shot. Charged lob that Peach has sent out. Toad is red. Toad responds with a topspin. But you can see he's on his butt. So... This would mean that just based on this evidence, it could be a fluke, but this is just to reinforce the learning process that you need to do with Mario Tennis. Instead of just blindly pressing buttons, you need to take in what's happening. A charged lob shot has come in, you hit the top spin, and you are now on your butt. Just like with purple. Purple was bad too on this charged lob shot. So the two things I want to take away are that how your learning experience comes in, how you realize what's happening. You're only on your butt. If it wasn't because of a lunge, it was because you responded to a charge with the wrong shot. And apparently, these two wrong shots, this is the second thing, are top spins and purples. Smashes. So don't respond on a charged lob with top spin and smashes. So what do? What you could try experimenting with other shots. You have three other shots that you can do, which are the slices and the drop shot. And the third, I said three, I meant two, but the third is technically a star shot because you always have an opportunity for a star shot. But I'm sorry. If you see a star, you always have an opportunity for a star shot. But if there's no star, blacken the star because there's no star. If there's no star, you have two other options, which is on the lob, try a drop shot or try a slice, and let me know how that works out. Hey, it's a blue stage, new map, new people, maybe. Well, we're not gonna be too sure about that. It's still the same people, but there's gonna be another opportunity come up. So we're near the beginning of the match. I think it's Love 15. Shy Guy is Scooter. He's serving. So we're gonna see the serve. So immediately Luma starts charging after Shy Guy does a serve. And it's a slow serve. It's like 76 miles an hour, so that's not really fast, but you must have missed the timing. You'll even have a good on your screen. But that's okay. Serves are something you gotta practice. There's no other way to get better than practicing. But that serve comes in. So Luma is now charging up the shot. And next time when you serve, don't ever serve in the exact same spot. Well, when you are on your left side of the court and you're serving to the other diagonal in this way, next time, if you notice a match that comes in, The definition of insanity is doing something over and over and over and expecting a different result, which can happen if Luma freaks up his controller, but you don't always want to count on that because stick drift is not inevitable. Maybe inevitable, but it's never going to be a timeless thing that you're going to count on when you play your matches. So next time when you do your serve and you're in this kind of formation right here, try something different. Try moving yourself around, try doing other speeds, try slice, try smash, try something else, because clearly Luma has predicted your serve. That's why she's charging right now, and she's going to hit the ball with the ferocious smash charge right here. That is purple. That is a beautiful... I can't use blue on the blue background. I can't... Oh, I need to press the pencil to write. There we go. So, that is a purple. So that is a smash. But let's see how you respond. Now, look, blink and you... Oh my goodness, blink and you miss it. So, Shy Guy is back on his feet, and is he moving? Oh my goodness, he's moving. So, purple came in. Shy Guy responded with purple. There was a little bit of a flinch that he reeled back, but he's not... He's still back in control. He's still moving around this match. So... This is the this is another big takeaway of responding to charge shots with the proper shots. So this is the shot that you want to respond with. Respond with purple. So if a smash is coming in, respond with the smash. Okay, one quick opportunity that Scooter just passed up on, and if Scooter's watching this, I just want to say, don't let these opportunities just go by you, because I'm not sure if you remember, but last match you were 0-6, as in you lost 6 games in one match, and now you're starting fresh. So there's one clear opportunity. Luma lunges. Luma, for my opportune position would be right here. Luma's over here. So the ball's coming right over here, so Shy Guy should walk up over here and just do a disrespectful drop shot. In this rectangle right here. Go anywhere in this rectangle, I don't care. He has a little bit of zone speed, so he may be able to catch that, but disrespect him with that drop shot. Put it right in here, Scooter. I want to see you do it.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
You did the smash. So you did a smash from across the stage. Granted, it was in the right direction that I would have done, because Luma was back over here. She was still in recoil by the time you were charging up your shot, but you did a smash. Now, a little bit of a trigonometry lesson. The rectangle, the longest path is a diagonal. So this L is Luma. She is outside the court. She is all the way in this corner right here. And if you want to guarantee, even with zone speed, because her zone speed is gone, she used all that to get that one recovery, but I don't think you really capitalized on the best kind of recovery to do, because you hit the ball inside this rectangle here, while Luma's over here, which means all Luma's got to do is just go in a straight line using as much zone speed as she needs to get behind the ball with a star, because you did a gentle smash shot. So there's a star right here. So Luma has a proper star shot she can do, all by going in a straight line all the way over here. As opposed to you hitting the ball over here. This line I'm going to draw will be much longer than this. Actually, even looks longer to my eye. But so black is longer than yellow. I swear, I'm just talking about lines, I'm not talking about anything else. But the black line is longer than the yellow because of trigonometry. The diagonal of a rectangle, which is what this thing Luma is responsible for, will always be longer than the back line right here. But you put the ball onto the back line, so Luma has a shorter distance of being able to make it, even if she has to use her own speed. I guarantee, if you put the ball right up against the net onto the left side here, if you put it in this little zone here, so the second bounce would be somewhere in here, she would not be able to get the ball, waste all of her speed, and you would get the point. And then you would be able to get a comeback to win against your 0-6 loss from last match. Just saying. Trigonometry lesson. Here's an opportune lesson to learn more about drop shots for trick shots in Mario Tennis Aces. So trick shot, let's get the right stick out. So the right stick. You can move the right stick if we're gonna do the simple way. I should be doing double tapping X and doing up, down, left, and right, because that's how I play, just to get into my brain. but the only movements you can do for the stick are up, down, left, and right. Diagonals do not work. So those are the only 4 places you go on the stick. And left and right, obviously, it's the same animation. For Shy Guy, he slides on his tummy, and up and down, he kind of does like a little corkscrew spin. I think Luma might do something similar here. But what happens? What shot comes out when you're doing one of these right sticks right here? Well, the answer is, but left and right will always result in a slice. Up will always result in a drop shot. So a trick shot going up will always result in a drop shot. But what about down? Well, we'll see.
Oh no.
Smash. That is that purple is a smash shot. So if I can get another color. Smash. There's smash shot. So going back on your right stick, it's a different animation. It's actually the same as the drop shot, but the shot is still different. It's a smash shot that comes from the back, and most of the time it's going to hit somewhere in this midline, whereas the drop shot will not even pass the midline, it'll just barely go over the net. And the slice will, for Luma specifically, because she's a tricky, it'll curve like so. So that's what will happen. That's the shot that will come out, depending on which direction of the 4 that you do your trick shot. And another thing that you might caught on was that I think Luma was somewhere like over here, but the ball's back over here. Now, she did back on the right stick. She was still charging, so you clearly saw she was doing a trick shot. But she still wound up over here, but the bar was like here. And look how much energy she lost, because it costs energy to account for the missing distance if Luma instead moved back and then did a lateral trick shot. But if Luma really wanted to do a smash trick shot, it just cost her some energy in this case. If you didn't have any of this energy, you would not be able to do this. You would start charging a shot, and then the ball will go right past you, but you wouldn't be able to hit it. Or sometimes the trick shot would work, but you would lunge it so hard. It would be a very, very bad shot that will put your opponent at advantage. So that's why that happens, because the trick shots never go diagonally without some sort of consequence. The consequence being lost energy. New match. Okay, we got Scooter playing as Luigi against Donkey Kong. So actually, give him my old drawings. So this is probably gonna be the last one of the of this stream that I'm gonna be observing on, because I've gone on too long with the video, and I think I'm being a dead horse at this point with reiterating. But this is another example that I want you to see about confronting with the wrong shot. So this is more responsibility on the player than just jank from a game or your inputs mismatching. I want to show you that this is kind of your fault for letting this happen.
That's horrible.
So, oh, my stream? Okay, hang on, video. Much less pixelated now. Okay, so now we see that Luigi has returned the serve. Now DK is charging up a shot. Now, it's pretty hard to tell what kind of shot he's going to be doing because all you see is the charging animation. But with a power character, his most powerful charge shot, actually, is a topspin, which is the red streak. And you may have heard from my lesson before that red for power is absolutely great, because not only does the ball return fast, but the receiver with the wrong response will cause the character to come flying right back. So I'm gonna leave those drawings up here. Let's play it a bit. Red charge shot. You respond with the purple, and look at that. Luigi is so far back into the court. He's responsible for this whole rectangle, but he is back onto the stands with the toads, all on the outside of the stadium. And look at that. DK is ready to charge up another shot again. So, where else could this shot go?
Uh-oh.
Well, wherever there is, Luigi cannot get to it because he responded poorly. Maybe with some zone speed if you had that to help, but Luigi maybe a little bit faster than Mario, but he is not a speed character. He cannot make that shot, especially if that was a charge shot, and that smash is coming in pretty far. So this is to reiterate again. Let me go back. I'm back here. So red charge shot. So Luigi responded with purple, and I may have said this before. No purple. No purple. Because you are going to take the full force of whatever charge shot DK is bringing out, which in this case was the red one, and he put you outside the field because of his big bulgy muscles. and power stats. Honestly, it's just a power stats. Any power character can put Luigi out to the side, even if it was Chain Chomp, who has no muscles. He's just a big anvil, a spherical doggy-shaped anvil. What am I talking about with Chain Chomp? So, anyway, don't always press the Y button for everything. Don't press it for everything if you're if you're not receiving a purple. You received a red, and sometimes it's hard because you're gonna even if you were in the middle of the field, because your positioning wasn't even too bad. If I can back up a bit. Actually, I take it back. You were hawking the back of the line again, which I freaking hate because you should be up here. But if it's DK, I can kind of forgive it because DK's power shots or smashes can travel the entire court very easily without much effort. So sometimes hogging the back line, in this case, is fine. But if it's Peach, if it's this character with the crown, and like holy bits, and she's over here and you're in the back line, you must be scared of her so bad that you have to sit all the way back here and then just see whatever she does until she's just a drop shot, and then you're all the way back here and you're too slow as Luigi to catch up to it. So I don't know. You can do what you want, but those are my critiques. Those are the patterns I've been seeing throughout this entire stream. As fun as it was to watch, those were the things that were always bothering me in the back of my head just to explain why you were getting shut down so bad and just like having DKs, Peaches, and Lumas just like ride you the entire time. So. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because this video has gotten pretty long enough. If I find another point, maybe I don't think I'm gonna redo this video, but next time I get to watch another stream, and if I find anything, don't feel bad if I get to use my drawings to critique it and tell you how much you're wrong at doing the wrong things and playing bad at games, even though you're trying to have fun. I get it. We're all trying to have fun, but we can have fun by learning why things have happened and learning from that to get better, so we can have more interesting games based on the mechanics that the game was designed around. This is all based on old-ass 90s Mario Tennis mechanics that are just evolved into a beautiful Switch game in 2018, or released in 2018. It's 2020 right now. But those are the kind of things that we are seeing evolve and that we want to learn how to play to really enrich our experiences moving forward. So that's all. I'm gonna stop right here. I gotta stop sweet talking this kind of stuff. But if you enjoyed this, you know what the like button is. It's YouTube. You can subscribe if you want if I upload more videos. But also check out Scooter's streams, especially with the end of 2020 coming around. He's been streaming a lot. His games are fun, and the people he plays with are a lot of fun too. So catch you guys around.